Hey dreamers, what's up? Oh, that's right, I am.
Why are you such a coffee cat?
Happy Friday. Sorry I missed last week, guys. I was just having a very bad mental health week. I'm still kind of struggling a little bit, but I was able to get up and do shit today, so at least there's that. So this week's theme is bucket list week, and so I thought I'd just kind of sit here and talk a little bit about my bucket list per se. I've never really been the kind of person who would like make a list of like specific things that I want to do before I die, but I do have a vague idea of a couple of things. And in this video I think I'm also going to be talking about just like general life goals. I really only have a few like actual bucket list items. So yeah, I guess let's just go ahead and get started. Also, I apologize for my lack of makeup right now. I'm about to film a series that I do on my channel called Let's Get Shit-Faced, in which I get drunk and put shit on my face. And yeah, I didn't want to put on a lot of makeup beforehand. Anyway, that's not the point of this video. So, okay, without further ado, or whatever the saying is, I'm frazzled. What else is new? I'm always frazzled. Like, that should just be my channel name. I'm not Coffee Cat anymore, I'm Frazzled Cat. Anyway. So, okay, so on my bucket list, let's just kind of go ahead and start with some little kind of dumb things. I guess they're not, like, dumb, but, like, they kind of are. Okay, I know everyone, like, jokes about being a crazy cat lady, and, like, I joke about being a crazy cat lady, and I love my cat, and I'm crazy about her, but I, like, actually want to be a crazy cat lady. Not like a crazy one, you know what I mean, but like a cat lady who just kind of happens to be crazy, because I'm already kind of crazy and I already love cats, but like I'm not like officially a crazy cat lady yet, and like that one's like more of a joke one, but it's also like kind of not. I actually already accidentally attract stray cats. Like it doesn't matter where I go, I always wind up finding cats, and cats find me. Like, I mean, my cat, I got her in a very weird way, which, I mean, I love it. It was a great story and whatever, and I love her and she's my baby, but it was a really weird way. Like, my roommate like happened to find her outside of her work and just like happened to text me like, hey, don't you still want a cat? The day before I was gonna go look at a litter of kittens that my best friend's brother had, his cat had. Anyway, I got her a really weird way, but I've also noticed more than that, stray cats flock to my house. Like, I don't even have to interact with them. There doesn't have to be like this rescue mission. Like, I literally, like, right now there's a cat that's been kind of walking around our house, and you know, stray cats wander in and out in the country anyway, but there's one that's been like coming around a lot. I've loosely named him Ristretto because he kind of looks like an espresso shot, but literally he just like started showing up in the yard a little bit after I moved in, and now he just randomly comes in and like hangs out with my cat sometimes. Like, that's just, but yeah, so like little kind of stupid half joke half serious one. I want to be a crazy cat lady, like an actual crazy cat lady, not just like a girl with one cat who's kind of crazy and thinks that she's her actual child. Like, I want to be surrounded by those cats, not like ladies who think that cats are their child, but those are cool too, because me. Anyway, okay, moving on. I also, like, I mean, this is something that's just like gonna happen, but like, I want to move to LA, and by moving to LA, I don't just mean driving there and finding an apartment and struggling to survive and whatever. Like, I want to like move to LA and kind of settle into LA. You know, like a lot of people will like move somewhere, but they're just constantly thinking about home and like, oh well, home was like this and blah blah blah. And I never want to be that person. I know I easily get homesick, even though I'm always like eager to get away. Like, the second I am away, I get homesick. Whenever I went to France, I thought I was just gonna have a lot of fun and focus on France, but I spent the whole time missing home and like trying so hard to remind myself of home that I would like actually try and seek out hamburgers, and I'm a vegetarian. So, you know, I don't want to have to worry about that. Like, whenever I move to LA, I want to like move to LA, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to like be there and be present and be in the moment, and that's actually another one. I want to get good at being in the moment. A lot of the time I will like be in a moment and be like, oh, I'm gonna remember this moment later, and then I just spend time thinking about the future and how I'm gonna be looking back on this moment in which I was sitting in the moment thinking about the future. And the opposite happens. I'll be sitting there in a moment just thinking about the past, when really I could be enjoying myself in the moment and talking to people, making connections, and like that's why connections can be so hard for me sometimes, like really deep connections, because my mind is just elsewhere. It doesn't matter how badly I try and pin it down, it just goes elsewhere. Again, a little small one that is going to happen at some point, I'm sure, and it's not really even like a bucket list thing, it's just like a thing that I want to do, not just for the sake of doing it, but like, you know, I want to kiss a girl because I want to kiss a girl, not because I was dared to. I came out as bisexual 2-3 years ago now, something like that. It's been a little while, I don't know, but at this point in my life, the only girls I have kissed have been like over dares. You know, like I've been like playing through the dare or whatever, or spin the bottle, and like have had to kiss a girl, and one, that was almost always before I was out even to myself, and two, like it's not quite the same experience if you're not like into it, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, whenever, I don't even know, it's just, I want to kiss a girl because I want to kiss that girl specifically, not just because I was dared to. Anyway, moving on to a few more big picture things. I want to be an entertainer and make money doing it. Obviously, YouTube is my main outlet for that right now, but I've been searching for an outlet for that for my whole life. Like, I always wanted to be a singer for a long time, then I wanted to be an actress. I still want to be an actress. I don't care about fame anymore, and that's the thing that I think I had to realize in order to get to the point where I've accepted, like, I'm going to, like, put my soul in this. Because for the longest time, I mean, yes, I wanted to entertain people, but I wanted fame. Now, at this point, I really just want to make money doing something that I love, and what I love is entertaining. So, YouTube, poetry, acting, singing. I'm not really good at performing music. I don't really like performing music, so, you know, whatever. But, like, I don't know. I want to make money as an entertainer. That's, you know, life goal. Again, not quite bucket list, but still. I also, this is such a cheesy one, and so many people have this one, but I want to jump out of a plane at some point and die. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, that was a really morbid joke. I didn't mean that. Oh, I feel bad now. No, I want to jump out of a plane and do skydiving. Like, I feel like it'd be such a great experience. I actually thought I was going to be terrified of flying because heights scare me. I love adrenaline, so, you know, it's cool, but at the same time, like, I do get really scared of heights. And so the first time I got on an airplane, you know, which was when I was going to France. Actually, it was to Philly and then to France, but anyway, I was petrified. Like, I just knew that I was going to hate it. I was going to have a panic attack on the plane. They were going to have to stop the plane for me, or something ridiculous like that was going to happen. I was petrified, and I was like vlogging it also because I was a vlogger back then, because I thought that's whatever. Anyway, didn't pan out. But yeah, so I was like filming the whole thing, and I'm like petrified. I'm like hoping that like looking at it through the lens of my, well, it was my phone, but my camera, you know, would help me with the experience. And I was terrified. I was terrified. We were moving. I was terrified. And the second we got off the ground, I loved it. I only got scared one time, and that was whenever we had really bad turbulence, and my mind was like, oh, this is what it feels like in a car is about to fall apart, so this airplane's about to fall apart, or we're gonna wreck, or whatever. It was stupid. So, like, turbulence is scary, but otherwise, I really love heights and the idea of flying, and so I want to jump out of a plane at some point and do skydiving. And if I did that with someone that I cared about in any way whatsoever, then that would be great. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what other ones I really have, to be honest. I've kind of gotten to the point where, I mean, I have, like, goals for my life and, like, things that I want to accomplish, but they're all kind of loose at this point because I've learned that, especially with the way my life goes, it's a lot easier to just kind of roll with things, you know? So, you know, I walked in graduation this past May, and I'm going to be done in August, and then we're going to be moving to LA and whatever. And people keep asking me, oh, what are you going to do, like, as a job after you get out of school? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, yeah, I majored in creative writing and I minored in journalism and whatever, but, you know, at the end of the day, like, one, it's what's hiring and what's semi-enjoyable, and two, like, it just, something is gonna come along, and whatever comes along, I'm gonna enjoy it, and if I don't enjoy it, something else will come along. Like, I'm more at this point watching to see what happens in my life, as opposed to trying to force myself to steer it, if that makes sense. And that brings me to my last bucket list thing, I guess, and that's learning to accept shit and not have a breakdown every time something goes wrong. Like, for once, and this is so stupid, I feel like, I know it's not, but I feel like it feels really stupid to say, but I really do want to make it a goal to, like, when something really bad happens, to just be able to handle it. Like, when my car got repossessed a while back, I mean, I got it back and everything wound up fine, but like there was like almost a week where I was without my car, and when they took it away, I just kind of shut down. Like, there was no fight in me whatsoever. All there was like anguish and like, oh my god, I lost my car, what am I gonna do now? Like, I'm just completely screwed. And I just had the biggest breakdown I think I've ever had, honestly. Like, I regret everything that I posted online that day. Like, my Snapchat, oh my god, if you have me on Snapchat, I'm so sorry. Anyway, that's not the point. Just the point is, like, I have really big breakdowns really often, which is why I, like, half-jokingly name myself on Twitter the Breakdown Club TM, because, like, me, but also, like, it's a parody of the Breakfast Club, and a short film that I'm still working on because I wrote the script too and I still have to film it. But anyway, I mean, actually, speaking of that script I wrote during that specific breakdown I was just talking about, but I have breakdowns so often, and I want to get to a point where I'm stable enough, you know, maybe have a mental health diagnosis because I've still been trying to work on that, and I'm, you know, on medication, I have coping mechanisms, whatever, and am able to take things and not explode. Like, I want to be, I guess that's a better way to say it, I want to be stable. And yeah, that's really all I've got for today. I'm sorry, this feels like it was really short. It might not actually be short because I know I talk a lot, and usually if my videos are like 20 minutes long, I'm like, oh well, that felt like 3 minutes, but anyway. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to go check out my personal channel, Coffee Cat, and check me out on here every Friday. I post on Coffee Cat every Sunday. I feel like there was more to my outro last time. I don't remember what I normally do. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Good night, sleep tight, and bed bugs and all that jazz. Is that still working for you guys? I don't know. Scared the shit out of my cat.